All right, my friends, Jared Dukes with you. Appreciate you joining me as always. We are going to talk about AI, specifically the Chat GPT, and I'm using Chat GPT 3.5. However, the versions that are going to come out later are probably going to be substantially similar, and I'm going to show you how to use this particular AI asset in relation to the work that you may be doing. Specifically, as many of you already know, I like to make videos. Specifically, I like to make videos involving current events. And we have been talking a lot about politics because, as you are aware, this is very near and dear to my heart. It is so important that we work together to elect President Donald Trump as president once again. Now, we're going to get right into it. So let's take a quick peek at this. All right, we are in Chat GPT. If you do not have an account, you simply sign up. They have a free version, which is what we're going to be using today, and we're going to take a look at an interesting way, at least that I use it. Now, there may be a better way to use it, but this is what I think works for me, and I want to share it with you right now. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to tell the AI Chat GPT that, all right, I'm going to say something like, I want you to be a campaign, let's just say a political, and if you misspell it, it's no big deal. We'll go back and correct it. I want you to be a political campaign advisor for me. My candidate is former President Donald Trump. Okay. Now, of course, we can go ahead and correct some of the spelling. Just simply right click on it. And at least my computer, I'm using the Chrome extension. It will easily correct whatever mistakes I make. Now, if I wasn't recording at the same time that I'm making this video, I would probably just go ahead and use my microphone and speak what I want to say or what I want the AI to perform for me. All right, my candidate is former President Donald Trump. I want you to give me 20 reasons why someone who likes Donald Trump would say he is the right choice to be elected president again. So, see, president again. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and hit enter, and it should produce results. And here we go. I can't say it enough how impressed I am with this technology. It is truly generative, which means it is not choosing from a preset of ideas or choices that it can make. It's actually generating its own results after contemplating whatever the question or request is that I'm asking it. Now, at the bottom here, right away, we notice we have a lot of hashtags right here. That's because I have told Chat GPT in the settings, there's something that we can go in at a later time, but there's a settings feature, and I tell it I like for the responses that it gives me to have a lot of hashtags with it, this type of thing. At any rate, let's take a look up here at the top at what the results are that it produced. It says number one, President Trump prioritizes economic growth and job creation, which resonates with voters looking for a strong economy. Number two, his America First policy stance appeals to those who prioritize national sovereignty and security. Number three, Trump's track record of standing up to global powers like China is viewed favorably by many concerned about trade imbalances. So far, so good. I think these are good points, and I like the way that the AI puts these points in words directly. It's clear. It's clearly communicating. All right, number four, he champions conservative values, including support for the Second Amendment and pro-life policies. Trump, through stance on immigration, aligns with voters who prioritize border security and legal immigration. It says on number six, his administration efforts in criminal justice reform and support for law enforcement resonates with those valuing public safety. Very true. We've seen a lot of that in the news pertaining to defunding the police, not defunding the police. And of course, President Donald Trump is a strong advocate for police protection, and supporting our men and women in blue. Number 7, Trump's advocacy for veteran rights and improving healthcare options garners support from diverse communities. 8 is the president's commitment to reducing taxes and regulatory burdens is attractive to businesses and entrepreneurs. Amen on that. 9, he emphasizes on renegotiating trade deals to benefit American workers, and industry appeals to working class voters. Trump's success in appointing conservative justice, including Supreme Court justices, is crucial for many concerned about judicial activism. Very true. And if you remember, Donald Trump has appointed, I believe, 3 current U.S. Supreme Court justices. He champions religious freedom, protecting expressions of faith, and combating religious persecution globally. Trump's opposition to global agendas and efforts to strengthen U.S. sovereignty resonates with nationalists. His support for traditional families and education reforms appeals to parents and educators. Trump's leadership during crises such as the COVID-19 pandemic and national emergencies demonstrates resilience and decisiveness. 15, he focuses on energy independence and promoting American energy resources, attracts support from the energy sector and environmentalists. Trump's efforts to tackle government corruption and drain the swamp, we've heard that many times, drain the swamp resonates with anti-establishment voters. His commitment to strengthening the military and promoting peace through strength is valued by national security focused voters. Trump's pro-business policy and commitments to fair trade benefit small businesses and workers. His emphasis on infrastructure deployment and revitalizing American industries resonates with those seeking economic revitalization. And finally, 20, Trump's dedication to putting America's interests first, both domestically and internationally, appeals to patriotic citizens. I like all these points. Which one do you like the best? If you would, put it in the comments below for me. Now, the true power, at least in my opinion, of AI, and specifically the Chat GPT, is not just the results it generates that will give you something at least to build on. I look at it as a skeleton, and it's going to give me the skeleton, and then I can build on that skeleton, so to speak. But I believe the real power of this AI is in the follow-up question. So let's just give an example here. I'm going to ask it, tell me which point is the strongest and why. Now, of course, we need to correct my spelling. I'm not the perfect typist. So, all right, tell me which point is the strongest and why. Here we go. Boom. Okay, the strongest point is likely President Trump's emphasis on economic growth and job creation. That makes sense to me, folks, because in the words of James Carville, who was the person that was the leader, he was the campaign manager for former President Bill Clinton, he always said, it's the economy, stupid, and I happen to totally agree with this. It goes on, this resonates deeply with voters because a strong economy affects nearly every aspect of their lives. It provides job security, opportunities for advancement, and a sense of financial stability. People tend to prioritize economic issues because they directly impact their well-being, making it a compelling argument for why someone who supports Trump would see him as the right choice for re-election. By the way, if you want to copy this information over, all you have to do down here at the bottom is just go to this clipboard right here and click copy. I've got it highlighted right here on the screen. There are different features right here. You can have it regenerate the response. If you don't like that response, you can also now have it read the response aloud. So that's kind of cool in my opinion. So I think this is the perfect way. If you have a channel on YouTube, if you have a school project, folks, this AI is so amazing. It is something that we all need to challenge ourselves to get more familiar with. There's other AI products, not just Chat GPT. They have, what is it? They have the BART on Google. They have some other programs that I've been playing around with on some other sites. Just absolutely amazing. And right now, today, as I said here, we are just now scratching the surface. So if you're a little bit older than me, challenge yourself. You know, I mean, we kind of grew up, at least I did, at the beginning of the computer craze, so to speak, back in the 1980s. And wow, has it changed a lot over the years, right? It definitely has changed. So whatever your opinions are, or whatever subject you're trying to bring to people, let's just say you need help getting started, I think this is a perfect place to start. It's a perfect place to at least get a skeleton, as I said, so you can learn to build on it. What do you think? I really want to hear from you. Tell me what you think. If you think this is something that you can use and that you can learn how to use, I think it's absolutely critical nowadays that you make yourself familiar with AI, because, folks, like it or not, AI, computers, they are here to stay. At any rate, let me leave me some comments. If you're still with me, might as well comment, share this with a family member, friend that needs information, especially if you're trying to respond to your friends online pertaining to former President Donald Trump and all the nastiness that's going out around out there. All of these so-called, I just call it lies. It's indoctrination going on everywhere. And anytime you turn on an app, anytime you turn on any type of TV program, we're just indoctrinated. At least that attempt is made every time we turn on the TV or the computer. And this is a good way, at least, to educate yourself and start to fight back. So let me know what you think. I really am interested in that. Folks, always say keep that mind free, never give up. And until next time, I am J.R. Duke.